The idea behind We're All Mad Here really was to create a song that meant something. As soon as I knew I was going to make a project about and inspired in Alice in Wonderland, I knew I wanted to pick up on the idea we are all mad here, but not just as a concept in sight, but taking it to the real world. Because nowadays we're very divided in the world, and I think just this idea of we are all mad here, we're all different, it's fine, it's okay, and it's beautiful, is an idea that's very important for me and a message that I really wanted to get across. It was a mad story. No, actually it all started in the studio with my dad and me, and we were just kind of going into like every song really, playing some guitars, having a guide vocal, but we soon realized it wasn't really enough for this song. So we thought, okay, we need something else, something different. And then my dad proposed, let's talk to Ralph Erkel and see if he wants to play something on this. And he did, which was amazing. And we listened to it afterwards, and he added all these like circus sounds and synthesizer sounds, which I think really give it the feel it has. And it completely changed the way we saw the song. So we kind of not started from scratch, but we put it into another point of view. And then when the drums were played on top of it by Dave Mette, which were really good, it again took kind of like a different direction, which is something I really like about the song. Every time someone added to it, it became kind of completely different, which I love because it really works with the song itself, as we're all mad here and we're all doing something different and can work together. And the same happened later when we got the trumpet played by Eddie Diaz, who came by, and it was amazing too, because it completely changed the intro part, which I think is very characteristic of the song now. It used to be kind of like a synthesizer sound in the beginning. And then Uli Van Muller did his magic mixing and made it even better. He always does that, I don't know how. And it just became this mad, colorful song, which is very different from everything we've done, but which I'm very proud of, and which I'm really happy to have made. Well, there are many reasons. I mean, of course, musically, We're All Mad Here is important for me because it's very different from everything we've done so far. So there's much more instruments, and it's very happy and very colorful. I think it's kind of like opposed to many of the acoustic things we've done before. So musically it's important for me because we took a step into a different direction and it felt really good. I think we're going to do that more often now. And from the message, it's especially very important for me because I always believe that everyone has their differences and everyone is different and everyone is entitled to be different, and we can still work it out and be friends and do things together. And I have many friends from different places, and I'm very lucky to have many friends from different places with different beliefs. Sometimes we agree, sometimes we don't, but we still are together and we still can be together. And that is a message that I think is very important nowadays, because many people don't see it that way. There are so many people that get divided by these things, like this kind of like us and them mentality, which I think is not very good. I wanted to say another word, but I can't say that on YouTube, so... I just think it's important not only for me, but also for me in the society I live in, because I think the world needs this. I think the world needs to change in that way, to say, okay, it really doesn't matter, and we're not going to judge a person for the color of their skin or their beliefs or who they're in love with or anything. We're just going to judge a person by who they are and talk to them and get to know them. And maybe you don't get along, maybe you do, but it shouldn't be because of something like that. It shouldn't be because of a label. And that's really why I think the song is so important for me, and why I think it's actually something I really wanted to say to the world right now. So it's really something that I wanted to say for a long time, and finally I put it in a song. The Alice is in Love with the Mad Hatter project was a very exciting thing for me to write, because I had never said, okay, I'm going to write about this now. Usually it's just like this song comes to me and says, you are going to write me now. So it was kind of me like saying, okay, now I'm going to decide what I'm writing, and I would like to write this project. And I was really excited with the idea, because the books and the films, of course, were something I really enjoyed seeing and reading, and I found really inspiring. And there are so many ideas in there that you can apply to real life, really, just as the "we're all mad here" concept, and many others, like the "I don't know where I'm going" concept of, well, you don't really have to know, and the way can be your home. So I really enjoyed taking those sort of concepts from this fictional world and putting them into the real world. And why did I call it that way? For me, it's kind of a way to say that we are in love with our mad side, with our differences, with those things that don't make us normal. And that's kind of what Alice is in Love with the Mad Hatter means for me.